Griffith from Berserk is a horrible, vile human being who's betrayed everyone close to him, sacrificing their souls for the opportunity to become a god. But he's also one of the most realistic characters in all of anime, and his actions throughout the story teach us the dark side of achieving your goals. Anime is home to characters whose goals are larger than life. Luffy wants to become the Pirate King, Naruto wants to become the Hokage, Goku wants to become the strongest, Ash wants to become the best Pokemon trainer, the list goes on and on. But the thing about these characters is that they're willing to put their goals on hold and stand for what's right. In other words, they hold on to their morality and don't let their goals or ambitions overcome that. But many people don't go about their goals this way and are willing to give up their morals to achieve it. This contrast between morality and ambition is one of the most important ideas in the Golden Age arc and the greater story of Berserk. It's the thing that makes Guts and Griffith's dynamic very interesting throughout the story. We have Guts, a character who's literally been through it all, like everything. Everything horrible you could think of, he's been through it. And after the events of the eclipse, when Griffith takes everything away from him, he's filled with rage and seeks revenge on Griffith. So much so that he starts to let go of his morality. Revenge becomes his goal, and he starts forgetting about what really matters to him. We see this in Guts' final conversation with Godot, where he says Guts' selfish goal of revenge is making him lose sight of what's important to him, Casca. And from that point on, he learns to hold on to his morality even more closely, even though he's tempted by getting his revenge on Griffith and letting out all his repressed anger. So Guts shows us the very human struggle of staying close to your morals no matter what, but the exact opposite is the case for Griffith. Griffith is a character who has a goal that's larger than life. He wants to rule a kingdom. But unlike all the other anime characters I mentioned, he's unwilling to let go of his morals. We see him either put his life on the line or the lives of others on the line for his goal. With each battle, the mountain of corpses of his fallen comrades grows bigger and becomes the proof that he needs to achieve his goals. This culminates in the eclipse where he gives up everything, including the Band of the Hawk. The thing is, it's not like Griffith didn't care about the Band of the Hawk. He cared about his goals even more. He selfishly gave up the relationships he forged over the years for the chance to finally achieve his goal. This is not only proven by the moments he shared with the Band of the Hawk, but with how sacrifices work in Berserk. In the Black Swordsman arc of Berserk, we see a Count who wanted to sacrifice Guts to survive his fight against him, but was unable to because of two things. First, Guts was already branded by Griffith, and second, and most importantly, Guts needed to be important to him. So important, in fact, that sacrificing him was like sacrificing himself. So for the sacrifice to go through, the Band of the Hawk needed to mean something to Griffith, and that makes him more vile, because it shows how much more important his goal of ruling a kingdom was than his own friends that he met throughout his life. This idea of wanting something so bad that you're willing to give up everything, including the people that are close to you, is a real thing that happens. Of course, in Berserk, they exaggerate this idea, but some people are like Griffith in that regard. Some people are willing to hurt others, push them away. They're willing to do whatever it takes to bring them closer to their goals. This is what I mean when I say Griffith is one of the most realistic characters. He represents the inner darkness that a lot of people have, the darkness that comes from wanting more out of life.